Hello everyone, this is Monksy and this is going to be another commentary as well as a 30 bomb gameplay against the new Enigma team, which is Marky, Remedy, Smarty and Mats, I believe it is. This is going to be on Dome CTF and I'm going to be using the ACR red dot, holding down the left hand side. I swear to God, if you laugh at this one, I'm just going to carry on. In our team, you'll see that I'm the predominant player who's going to be holding this side of the map because regardless of if you want to push corridor, you still need a balance and don't want to sort of flip the map. I mean, you sort of compare it to a seesaw in one way or another, because obviously you want to try and get as much corridor control as you can, but you see a lot of teams getting trapped in the little loading base spawn, which really doesn't help your team because they can obviously just go for a counter pull in the bunker direction, which for them is equally effective. So you want to be careful of that. And if you look at your minimap as well, you'll see a lot of the time we have Tech, who's going to be the other AR in our team, is going to be situated in the middle platform area. And we get 3 down here, and I'm the last guy alive. I pick up a 2-piece down the left and middle sort of side. I get taken down by Remedy, who's the AR of them, who's going to be pushing the middle a lot. And obviously Tech feels it's necessary to hold the loading bay as a result. The second that you get 3, even 2 down, immediately focus on the loading bay side, because regardless of if they're pushing middle, that's still quite an easy kill to pick off because you're going to spawn in dome when they're trapping you in. So you want to focus on the loading bay side because that's where literally all the control of this map comes on from them pushing your flag. Because obviously if you get the kill on the guy pushing the flag from mid, that's it, that's their entire aggressive push gone. Whereas if they're pushing dome loading bay side, sorry, this is quite hard to explain, but I'll sort of try and get a point across. They can just keep going wave after wave because a player like Remedy, for example, in this game, can just hold it down so easy, and as a result they can just sort of abuse the spawns. But you see here we get 4 down and they don't hold the spawns properly. Now if you're the first guy off spawn in the loading bay side, regardless of where what you could potentially be doing, whether it's like get a multi-kill or whatever, just stun the flag because it's just such an easy thing to do, and regardless of whichever direction they run it in, you're just going to completely slow down what they're trying to do. You see here, I'm sort of aware of the spawns there and pick up an easy kill on one of their SMG players. And as a result, now we have full map control. But you see, I'm not going to be pushing out heavily because this is the bad side. So you sort of want to limit your losses a little bit. You want to be playing this like lockdown CTF on the bad side, perhaps with a little more intent on pulling flags. However, you see that I'm playing really dirty here, and I get ridiculed quite a bit by my teammates for doing this sort of crap job. And I can hear Tech in the background now, who openly mocks me for doing this, but I don't really care because it's sort of necessary. But you sort of want someone in the team who's willing to do this, and the other player, who in our example is Tech, who's going to be holding down the loading bay side with support from the 2 SMGs. Now on this side of the map, literally the only way you can pull it is obviously through the loading bay or corridor spawn. I don't think I've ever seen a successful bunker spawn pull. Sorry, I've seen a few middle pull. Sorry. But yeah, we get trapped down and we do a good job of sort of pushing out through the loading bay side again. Merhog picks up a few kills down that side, and as a result we completely got out of spawn again. And with 1 minute still to go, I think we're in a good position here to potentially go on the good side and completely sort of reign victory in using it to our advantage. You see, I've sort of returned to another one of my dirty spots here. I think you have to sort of pose the risk of a balance between playing ridiculously passive like I am now, and also sort of pushing out and playing for the spawn kill, because you can't be predictable and always be sort of sitting there because that'd isolate you as a player. But you can't also just completely be, you know, continuously aggressive on a point on the map where you should definitely be playing defensive. But you see here they're going for a middle pull. Now if they're trying to pull it middle, obviously it's so easy to just stun it and get up top, and it's such an easy flag return to get. You see here, I'm getting the cut off through mid, and I get taken down by Remedy on the Jeep, but that opens up the opportunity for a return. I think it's Bissell here is going to be pushing the flag, but Smarty gets a nice 2-piece on Bissell and Mohawk. You see in that situation there, we probably should have capitalised on them having 1 alive on their flag, but it's some great play there by I think it was Smarty, sorry. And we're going to get full map control once again. You see here we're locking down the loading bay side, but Remedy somehow breaks out. I think one problem that you need to consider on this side of the map is, are you a team who can balance well? Because if you're not, you really just want to focus on cutting your losses to a minimum. But if you are, you can balance between Yeah, sorry about that. I have like a crap software that only lets me record for 5 minutes. So if I randomly cut off at the 5 minute mark, you all know what's going on. But at halftime we're at 0-0, and I see this is a great position to be in on this map in particular. And we're a team that really capitalises on the good sides and sort of cuts our losses to a minimum on the bad sides. Let's say Lockdown's another map where we're sort of good at playing for the stalemate. You see here, I'm just sort of, I think I'm sorting my controller out at this point. I'm not really sure what I'm doing, just walking against that wall, but you never know. Tech just bombing in here and trying to ruin this commentary. And I'm going to be pushing this left hand side and get a great 2-piece here. For anyone that didn't hear that, Tech just randomly likes to throw a few song lyrics into my commentaries now and again. So you're probably going to hear that through the points of my YouTube. But I'm going to be pushing the middle area here and getting the dome spawn trap. That's completely thrown me off, by the way. And oh, I can't do this one. I'm just going to carry on. But
carry on, go for it.
I'm pushing the back left spawn here. I get Remedy, but I get taken down here, and we're doing a good job of forcing them back into their dome. Smarty once again has broken out of it, sort of outshooting Bissell there, which probably shouldn't be happening, but you know, it happens sometimes. Tech getting a very rare 2-piece. Now that's something we never ever 3-piece, something we never see in our team. But yeah, me and Bissell are pushing the middle area, and this is sort of a good thing to do, to sort of break being one-dimensional and only pushing one sort of way. Because we're a team that sort of utilizes every single dimension of this map. Sorry, you'll see us pushing bunker sometimes to get caps. You'll see us pushing loading bay. It all depends on the circumstance, and I think it's important to have SMG players that can provide that unorthodox route, and players that have the ability to play both counter as well as playing like complete setup map control style. But you see here, Bissell gets a 2-piece, and we're going to utilize this. But I do something really stupid at this point and run through the spawns, but it was sort of necessary in the sense that Marky was going to spawn behind them regardless, and I sort of cut back through in time. But you see here, Steve manages to run this Mohawk. Sorry, I need to get out of that habit. Mohawk manages to run that flag in, and Tech and Mohawk here are going to do a good job of trying to hold down our flag as well as I've just come off spawn. If you ever get the back corridor spawn, that is usually a sign, like not so much. You spawn like physically on your flag if they're putting no pressure, but if you're spawning at the very back, that's obviously a sign they're pushing from mid. Like you want to watch out for this back middle spawn, sorry, because that means they're cancelling out 2 spawns at the same time. They're cancelling out the middle ramp spawn and obviously the bunker spawn, otherwise you'll be spawning there. So you want to be careful of flanks, as well as the fact they're probably going to be holding down their back left, so you certainly cannot push bunker in the situation that you spawn back corridor. But me and Bissell here are going to be pushing for a bunker push once again. I get a kill here, and I think this is quite a good play because I get shot in the back. Mohawk brings some great cover, and Smarty's going to obviously expect me to run out. Now in this situation, I go for a bunker pull, but obviously I was never going to get away with it without support, and I definitely never advise pulling bunker unless you have a guy pushed up to mid where Tech is now, but obviously he wasn't there all the time. I go for some mad wall hacking skills here and just decide to shoot through it because I know someone's going to be preying me. I pick up that kill and run it through bunker, and this opens up the opportunity for a 2-0 lead. Tech's going to be holding down the bottom middle spawn and picks up a kill. Probably should have done better, shouldn't you, Tech?
I wasn't listening, sorry.
He wasn't listening. And I'm running this flag in front of the middle ramp. Marky's going to be trying to hold it down for their team, but we sort of struggled a little bit there. We had a poor setup and we didn't pick up enough kills. I'm going to be pushing forward just to get a bit of map control, full well knowing that we're probably someone's going to pick up this flag quite easily for us. But they do a great job of getting this return, and Matt pushes me from the middle, which I was definitely not expecting. Mohawk in the situation basically left all by himself, and does he get this flag? Bissell manages to pick it up, sorry, and gets to count. Mohawk locking down loading bay, locking down loading bay, sorry. That's a bit of a tongue twister. And obviously Mohawk pushing the mid. Now you see here for the last 30 seconds, if you've got the lead on this side, you don't even need to push into dome anymore. I'd advise just an AR, such as like you'll see in this instance, both me and Tech sort of jump at the opportunity to sit at this back satellite, because we know that by keeping map control, there's no possibility of them coming back into this. And with 30 seconds to go, that's some poor cover there from me, but I still managed to try and run it loading. I know there's loading bay. Sorry, I know there's a guy behind me. Marky goes for the flank and get a nice 2-piece there from some awareness. I know I was going to pick up the kill, sorry, and as a result I just ran that flag in to seal it 3-0 on the good side, and with the 0-0 draw on the bad side, obviously that's a 3-0 lead overall. I'd just like to say the key points of playing this map from my perspective as my role, I'm just going to like make it clear, is on the bad side is holding that left hand side regardless of the style of which your opponent are playing. You always want to have a good balance in terms of who's on the left, who's on the right, obviously. That's always the case, but much more so on this map in particular because it is like a seesaw. I'd say when you're winning on the good side, try and get to the back satellites instead of pushing into dome and trying to capitalize on flags, because it's a lot more important to obviously play with less chance of losing full map control or getting 4 down. But yeah, this is another one of the 30 bomb series. We're going to be uploading a lot more pre-LAN hopefully, and we should have our org announcement coming up very soon. Thanks